The headline tonight is that activist Dominque Alexander is now being held in jail on previous warrants. His attorney said he also received 2 misdemeanor citations for assault. His supporters are now protesting to have him released. While many demonstrations have been peaceful, Eric Alvarez shows us the moment this one got out of control.
Close calls and tense moments at Dallas Police Headquarters Saturday as members of the Next Generation Action Network demanded the release of their founder, Dominque Alexander. They banged on the door, tore posters down, then marched through the streets. It all comes in response to this incident at the Walkaway Rescue America rally in downtown Dallas Saturday morning. The group that organized the rally opposes what they call the American radical left. Members of the Next Generation Action Network held a counter-protest nearby before Alexander walked into the opposing rally and the scuffle began. Alexander was brought in for questioning, and hours later his attorney says he was issued 2 misdemeanor citations for assault.
The video shows Dominque being assaulted by the aggressor.
Next Generation Action Network shared these images with WFAA, which show one man pull a gun and another spray what protesters say was mace in their direction. Dallas police say the man did not point the gun at anyone and is unlikely to be charged. The man who sprayed the chemical into the crowd could face charges if a victim comes forward. Around 6 p.m., the Walkaway rally organizer Brandon Strzok showed up at DPD headquarters and was chased away by protesters. Straka says the man seen taking Alexander to the ground was a hired security guard who was also detained for questioning.
We want our security agent released because he was simply doing his job and keeping people safe.
Dallas police say that security guard also received a citation. In Dallas, I'm Eric Alvarez.